What if the life you dream about is only a small part of what is actually possible for you? What if the universe is trying to bring you more love, more happiness, more peace, and more abundance than you have ever imagined? Many people spend their lives asking for little because they have learned to expect little. They hope for just enough to survive, just enough to get by, and just enough to feel okay. But maybe life was never meant to be that small. Think about it for a moment. Have you ever looked back at your life and realized that some of your biggest blessings came in ways you never expected? Sometimes the things that changed your life the most were not even part of your plan. That is because the universe often sees a bigger picture than we do. While you are focused on one small door, life may already be preparing 10 greater doors behind it. The truth is, you may be limiting yourself without even knowing it. You may be asking for drops while the universe is trying to send an ocean. And today, we are going to talk about why the universe may already be preparing more for you than you can currently imagine. Many people do not realize that they are living inside invisible limits. Nobody wakes up and says, "Today I will think small." It happens slowly. Life experiences begin to shape beliefs. A few disappointments happen. A few dreams do not work out. Someone says you are asking for too much. Someone tells you to be realistic. Over time, these moments quietly build walls inside the mind. Without noticing it, people start expecting less from life. Think about a child for a moment. Children dream without limits. They believe anything is possible. They imagine big things because they have not yet learned fear. But as people grow older, many begin carrying doubt, pain, and memories of failure. They stop asking, stop believing, and sometimes stop hoping. Not because they do not want more, but because they are afraid of being disappointed again. The mind is powerful. When you expect little, you begin to see little. You focus on problems more than possibilities. You start believing that happiness belongs to other people and abundance happens only to a lucky few. But that is not the truth. The truth is that many people are not limited by life itself. They are limited by the stories they have repeated in their minds for years. And sometimes the first step toward receiving more is realizing that you were never as limited as you thought. Now here is something important to understand. According to the law of attraction, the universe does not only respond to the words you speak. It responds to the energy you carry every single day. Your thoughts, your feelings, your beliefs, and even the way you see yourself create signals that you send out into the world. In simple words, what you consistently feel inside often becomes what you begin to experience outside. Think about this. If deep inside you believe that good things never happen to you, you may begin expecting disappointment before anything even starts. You may doubt opportunities, question blessings, and push away possibilities without realizing it. Not because you want to suffer, but because your mind has become trained to expect less. And over time, that expectation becomes your normal reality. But the beautiful thing is this: beliefs can change. The stories you have repeated in your mind for years do not have to stay forever. The moment you begin thinking differently, feeling differently, and seeing yourself differently, your energy begins to change too. When you start believing that you are worthy of love, happiness, success, and abundance, you create space for new experiences to enter your life. The universe can only reflect back what you are ready to receive. And maybe that readiness begins with believing that something greater is truly possible for you. Sometimes people wonder, if the universe wants good things for me, then what is stopping them from coming? The answer may be closer than you think. Many times, the biggest blocks are not outside of us. They are inside us. And the difficult part is that these blocks can become so normal that we stop noticing them. One of the biggest blocks is doubt. You ask for something beautiful, but deep inside you quietly think, this probably will not happen for me. You wish for change, but a small voice inside says, things never work out anyway. That kind of thinking creates mixed signals. One part of you wants more, while another part expects disappointment. And when your mind is full of fear and uncertainty, it becomes hard to stay open to greater possibilities. Another hidden block is feeling unworthy. Many people secretly believe they do not deserve happiness, love, success, or abundance. Maybe because of past mistakes, painful experiences, or words they heard years ago. But carrying guilt and believing you are not enough can close doors without you realizing it. Negative self-talk can also become a powerful wall. The words you repeat to yourself every day matter. If you constantly tell yourself that life is hard, nothing changes, or good things happen only to others, your mind slowly begins accepting that as truth. But remember this: you cannot receive something bigger while constantly convincing yourself that you deserve something smaller. Many people have become so used to surviving that they forgot they were meant to truly live. They wake up, handle responsibilities, deal with stress, solve problems, and simply try to make it through another day. Over time, survival becomes a routine. And when survival becomes normal, people stop expecting joy, peace, and abundance. They begin believing that struggle is just how life is supposed to be. But what if that was never the plan for you? What if you were not brought into this world just to carry heavy burdens every day? Think about it. Deep inside, every person naturally desires happiness, love, connection, purpose, and peace. Those desires are not accidents. They exist because your heart recognizes that life can be more than pain and struggle. The universe does not see you as someone who should only survive. It does not see you as someone who should spend every day feeling tired, worried, and emotionally empty. You were created with dreams, talents, and possibilities inside you for a reason. You deserve moments that make your heart feel alive. You deserve laughter that feels real, peace that feels deep, and blessings that feel bigger than your past. Sometimes people ask for less, because they have experienced too much disappointment. But your difficult seasons do not decide your future. Just because life has been hard does not mean life wants to stay hard forever. There may be more waiting for you than you have allowed yourself to believe. There is something many people struggle with when it comes to the law of attraction. They ask, if the universe has something better for me, then why is it taking so long? That question can feel heavy when you have been waiting for change, praying for answers, or hoping for something to finally happen. Waiting can be difficult. Sometimes it feels like silence. Sometimes it feels like nothing is moving at all. But not every delay means rejection. Sometimes delays are preparation. Think about nature for a moment. A seed does not become a tree overnight. Before anything becomes visible on the outside, important things are happening beneath the surface. Growth is taking place where nobody can see it. And life often works the same way. There are moments when the universe may be preparing you before giving you what you asked for. Maybe it is helping you become stronger, wiser, more confident, or more ready. Because sometimes receiving something big before you are prepared for it can create more problems than blessings. The difficult part is that people often believe nothing is happening simply because they cannot see immediate results. But life is not always working in front of your eyes. Some things are happening quietly behind the scenes. Doors may be opening. Paths may be changing. Opportunities may be moving closer to you right now without you even realizing it. So if things feel slow, do not immediately assume life has forgotten you. Sometimes the universe is not saying no. Sometimes it is simply saying, not yet. Something greater is still being prepared. One of the biggest reasons people stay stuck is because they only believe what they can currently see. They look at their bank account, their problems, their past mistakes, or their present situation and decide that this is all life has to offer. But your current reality is not always the final chapter of your story. Just because something looks difficult today does not mean it will stay that way forever. The truth is, life often changes after people change the way they see possibilities. Before anything becomes real in the outside world, it usually begins inside the mind. Every dream, every goal, every success, and every transformation starts as an idea first. It starts as a small belief that says, maybe more is possible for me. Many people accidentally place limits on their future because they only think based on what they have already experienced. If life has disappointed them before, they expect more disappointment. If opportunities felt small before, they expect small results again. But the universe is not limited by your past experiences. Life can surprise you in ways you never planned. Sometimes you have to give yourself permission to imagine bigger things, bigger peace, bigger joy, bigger opportunities, bigger blessings. Not because you know exactly how they will happen, but because you are choosing not to let your present circumstances decide what is possible. The moment your vision expands, your mind begins opening doors that fear once kept closed. Now the question becomes, how do you become open to receiving more? Because many people say they want abundance, happiness, love, and success. But deep inside they are still holding fear, doubt, and resistance. They want better things, but part of them is still expecting the worst. And when your heart is closed by fear, it becomes difficult to fully receive what life is trying to bring you. One powerful step is gratitude. Gratitude is not only about being thankful when everything is perfect. Gratitude is choosing to appreciate what already exists in your life, even while you are still waiting for more. When you focus only on what is missing, your mind stays connected to lack. But when you notice the small blessings already around you, something begins to change inside you. Another important step is learning to trust. Trust does not mean having all the answers. It does not mean knowing exactly when or how things will happen. Trust simply means believing that life may still be working for you even when you cannot see the full picture. And maybe most importantly, begin seeing yourself as someone worthy of receiving beautiful things. You do not have to earn your worth. You do not have to become perfect first. The universe does not respond to perfection. It responds to openness. And sometimes receiving more begins with quietly saying to yourself, I am ready. I am open. I believe better things can enter my life. There is a quiet power that begins to grow inside you when you start expecting good things, not pretending, not forcing fake happiness, but truly believing that life can become better. Because when people spend years expecting disappointment, they unknowingly prepare themselves for pain before anything even happens. They walk through life waiting for things to go wrong. And slowly, that becomes the energy they carry every day. But imagine waking up with a different feeling. Imagine beginning your day with the thought, maybe something beautiful is on its way. Imagine choosing to believe that life is not against you, that opportunities can appear, that peace can return. Those unexpected blessings can enter your life at any moment. That simple shift changes something powerful inside you. Acting like greater things are coming does not mean pretending you already have everything. It means carrying hope differently. It means speaking to yourself with more kindness. It means making decisions from belief instead of fear. It means trusting that your future can hold more than your past. People often wait for life to change before changing their energy, but sometimes energy changes first. Sometimes faith comes before results. Sometimes belief comes before evidence. And maybe that is what the universe has been waiting for. Not perfection, not certainty, but your willingness to believe that bigger things are possible for you. As we come to the end of this journey, remember this powerful truth. You may be asking life for small things while the universe is preparing something far greater. So many people spend years believing they have to settle, shrink their dreams, or expect less because of what happened in the past. But your past is not your limit. Your current situation is not your final destination. And the struggles you have faced do not decide how much joy, peace, love, and abundance you are allowed to receive. The universe may already be working in ways you cannot see. Opportunities may already be moving toward you. Doors may already be opening. Answers may already be finding their way into your life. Sometimes the biggest blessings begin quietly, long before they become visible. Your job is not to control every detail. Your job is to stay open, keep believing, and continue trusting that greater things are possible. Never forget this. You were not created for a small life. You were not meant to only survive. You were meant to grow, to receive, to experience joy, and to live with hope. The moment you begin believing that more is possible, you begin creating space for life to surprise you in beautiful ways. If this message is connected with your heart, let me know in the comments. I am open to receive more. Don't forget to like this video. Share it with someone who needs to hear it today. And subscribe to the channel for more powerful messages and inspiration. And remember, the universe may already be preparing something bigger than you ever imagined.